Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it.
Hey guys, so me and the treats, right? Here I go again. So I just pulled out these blue ones, the dark blue ones. I'm just gonna make some pretzels quick and fast. We have a barbecue to go to, and you know, I don't wanna come empty-handed, and adults and children can partake in these. So, right? Yeah, I'm gonna whip these up quick and fast.
I hear it, I wanna see it, see how. Rewind, when we rewind, feels so nice. We time, you.
So I'm just going to take a little bit of that Crisco, the one that I use when I make buttercream frosting, and I mix half of that with the butter so it softens, you know, makes the chocolate a little bit looser. So yeah, I just wanted to put that in there quick and fast, right? I have my wax paper flat. You know, I usually use the glass, my favorite glass, right, to dip the pretzels, but I don't know. I just did it this way. The glass is still going to be my fave, right? I feel like because I can just dip and pull. This is not too crazy either. It's just another way for me to do it. So I feel like I was showing you another way since I always dip it in the glass, but I do feel like that is easier. Especially when you're doing a ton, right? So I ended up having about 24 or so, and that was perfect, right? I just wanted something quick and fast, and these, you know, everyone likes something sweet and crunchy, right? That salty and that sweet together. That's Miss Sydney girl. She's over there sitting down listening to her headphones. So that's who you hear in the background. But yeah, so this was the easiest thing, and it's fun, right? So yes on that.
How to make me feel right. I can't help how this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk.
And let me tell you, these pretzels were gone. They were like, Tish, you're going to have to move these. I keep eating these pretzels. This don't make any sense. Oh my goodness, they are the best. I'm telling you, the rods, the twist, it doesn't matter. That salty with that sweet is fire. So, you know, I always say I have to work hard with this chocolate and it hardens pretty quickly. So I just took that and I melted it down a little bit so that I can get it into my plastic bag, right? You know, my sandwich bag. Do the little cut, right, on the corner. Nice little tiny cut, and that's hubby making peanut butter and jelly toast for Kara. Oh my goodness. So she could eat before we go, right? Because she's not going to eat what's rocking at the party. Oh my goodness. So yeah, nice little drizzle on there, right? So I'm doing like 3, 4 at a time. And then I'm using the gold sprinkles, right? Just throw them on top for some quick and fast. You know, just a little decor. I hate to just have the drizzle sometimes. It depends on what I'm doing. The drizzle is just fine. But with these, I wanted, you know, something more to it. So I added the gold sprinkles, and Miss Girl, they were fire.
No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. Why you blushing? Yeah, sweet concussion. Oh, you miss my touching. You do. Show me something.
So you see me twisting the pretzels. I feel like I did this before. I'm trying, when I do the drizzle, it just kind of goes straight across the top. And I want the drizzle to go around the sides as well. So I have to twist each pretzel so that when you look at it from the side, it's fire, right? So yes on that. Look at that. I just pulled one of my trays out, threw them on there, and we were good to go. Yes. But now, new day, right? This is after work, and it was scorching hot outside. Let me tell you, like, nobody was cooking. I was not cooking today. So I wanted something, cool to eat. So it was either going to be tuna or egg salad, right? Make some sandwiches. I just had mine plain tuna. I didn't want any carbs with it, any sandwich or anything. But yeah, did them quick and fast, right? In my egg cooker, and just peeled them on up in some cold water. And I'm going to just keep it simple, right? I'm going to just throw my simple in, and I'll be good to go.
I did more than lusting, I do. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how we rewind.
So I'm going to get those shells together, right? And I'm going to just dry these off, right? And I'm going to get my little chopper. I have two of these. I use it, to ground the meat up in the pan sometimes. I use it. It's just so convenient if you have to chop up anything, right? So that was quick and fast. And these are just simple staples. Some mayo, a little bit of mustard, salt, and pepper. That is all I need. It has that, right, the hint of that little, from that mustard, and it's fire. It's just simple, right? Because I never know when Sydney's going to want some, and I just have to keep things simple. If hubby wants to add a little something afterwards, that's fine, cool in the gang. But I keep it simple. And if I'm being honest, this is the exact way I do my deviled eggs too, right? So I tasted it. It was so good. Gave it the thumbs up on that. And then I'm going to just get it in here. I made this so fast, girl. I'm still in the work clothes. Oh, my goodness. So I just threw it on in, right? Throwing the paprika on there. And then I'm going to throw it in the freezer so it can get cold. I only left it in there for like 10, 15 minutes. Yes. Sis having a whole concert over there. So I had to taste for some stuffed peppers. So when hubby did his me time shopping, right? I told him to get some peppers. I'll throw some of this in. I'll throw the leftover rice. We had some leftover beans, right? Make it filling. And yeah, we'll be good to go. So I'm going to get this ground turkey on quick and fast. So I use the 6 cupcake, pan, right? For me, it just makes it easier. So because I cut them, this way instead of just the tops off and stuffing them, I put them in the cupcake, holder thingy so that they sit up and they, act like they know and and not rolling and falling all over the place. So this is super convenient for me, and this is how I make them. So I usually have like 2 halves left over, and I'll probably just cut them up because I'll use them in something else that I cook later. You know what I mean? Just like, you see how easy they fit in there? Like, it's just so convenient. And then I just spray, all around them and put them right on back in, right? Quick and fast. Yes, on that. So I'm just using all the things that's in my refrigerator right now that I was showing you earlier. These are the rice and beans from the other day, right? This is what was left. So, boom. Throw them all in the peppers. Just mix everything up together, and it just makes it more filling, right? So you could have, throw a salad with it, and you'll be good to go. Here I go with the chopper. Yes. It was still a teeny weeny bit frozen in the middle. That's why it looks like I'm having a hard time, but I had to put some muscle into it, so I was good to go after that. Yes, right? But then it got on my nerves. It got on my nerves. So I had to get my spoon. This is my favorite wooden spoon. You probably see me use it all the time, right? So oh my goodness, yeah. So I'm just going to, take a paper towel and drain, right, some of that oil off of there. And yeah, I'm going to get it on into the bowl. We're going to mix some things up in a few. Ow! What was that, the smash burger? Yes, and of course, girl, adobo goes in everything, okay? Everything. So I mixed it up at the end because I feel like I don't know. Do you put the seasoning in before or after? Not after. It wasn't completely cooked. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I started doing it after I feel like it's been working because I feel like I'm taking some of the seasoning out. What, you know what I'm trying to say? It's a whole thing, girl. So putting the rice in there, the beans in there, like I said, it was just a little bit left for like a plate. Like if I were doing pork chops or something, that would have been the perfect side and I would have gotten rid of it. But I'm putting it in the peppers. So, and I'm going to throw some leftover sauce I had in the refrigerator, like all the all the leftovers, right? And definitely throwing some of the fresh salsa that I use for tacos, throwing that in there. So, girl, oh my goodness, I was good to go.
I'm cutting through all the lanes, lanes. Sweet talk, you need to say less to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. We've been dancing all night long. Right here with you way too long. Don't want nothing here or now.
So this was convenient too because I just threw it in with the girl's pizza. It cooked on the same temperature, right? 400 for 20 minutes. The peppers were perfect. You'll see at the end. They were so good. So yeah, and when I'm stuffing them, I usually put some sauce at the bottom, right? So this was like the little bit, like I'm scraping the jar, just trying to get rid of all the things, right? It was just enough for the peppers, so putting it all in the bottom, right? And I'm just gonna fill them all up, and I stuffed them, like I stuffed the hell out of them. I go back and put more in. It's a whole thing because it's a meal. It's, you know what I mean? So you need to be nice and full on that. So I usually only need one. Hubby has two. He's nice and full and he's a big dude. So you know what I mean? So it's good. We are golden after I stuff these peppers. So I only use half of the mixture. So I might use the rest of it and I might just freeze it. We'll see how the rest of the week goes on that. But yeah, this is probably one of my easier meals. And this is what you know how I am, y'all. I'm quick and fast. It's a lot going on now. So I'll see you on Sunday. We are doing a major renovation in our basement. Walls are coming down and girl, I'll see you on Sunday. Bye.